Hi and welcome to this video. In this video, I want to welcome you to this course and to let you know that in this course, we're going to be dealing with the emotion of anger. And anger is such a tremendously powerful and rich emotion when you know how to make use of it and when it becomes appropriate to use in conversations, event situations, and to take action upon that emotion of anger. Now, a lot of you, and myself included, when I first started learning about emotions, honestly, I could only name 3, maybe 4 different emotions if I was in a good mood. And they usually had to do with anger. So being annoyed, being irritated, being angry, being frustrated, and just, in general, being chafed and needled and all of those things. I've shared with you more than 5 different emotions that all relate to anger. The reason I mention this is that I come from a perspective of ontological coaching. And within the perspective of ontological coaching, the whole idea is to address yourself, address the human being that resides behind your eyes as a wonderful and unique observer of the world. And this unique observer is the one that is going to interpret all of the situations, events, and conversations that that interpreter and that individual is going to engage in. And why does this become very important? Well, this unique observer that you and I are, this unique observer that interprets the world all around us, well, that unique observer consists of a body, and that body experiences emotions. And those emotions are then interpreted in a linguistic way, using that framework of understanding, that framework of belief that has set that story for that particular individual. Now, this story of the being that you are, this framework of understanding, of belief, comes from a wide variety of sources. It could come from a cultural background, it could come from a religious background, it could come from a family background, or a background with friends, or a background within the community, and very definitely a background in the place of career, at the place of work. So there are so many different factors into creating that unique observer that you and I are in this world. And so the purpose with this course is to deconstruct that emotion of anger, to understand it from the perspective of the body, to understand the emotion of anger itself, and to understand the story or the linguistic concepts behind that particular emotion. And this becomes very important, especially when you want to move into an area that is commonly called anger management, or even behavior therapy, or something related to taking control of anger and changing the outcomes. And this is part of the work that I do when I work with my coaching clients, and that is to work with emotions to ensure that the stories around the emotions are first of all noticed, and then once they are noticed, to choose an appropriate emotion that can move my client or whoever that I'm working with into a new space of possibilities. And this is the offer within this course, is that by taking this course, you will understand that emotion of anger is a very particular type of emotion. And that emotion has a story behind it, and those stories lead to certain kinds of actions. When you change that story, when you change the interpretation of that emotion of anger, you're changing the story, and therefore you're opening up or even closing down possibilities for action. So how does that sound for you? Are you ready to dive into the course and learn about anger? Fabulous. Then I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Have a beautiful day, and bye-bye for now.